Welcome back to another episode of Thinking Deeper about growth. Today in the studio I have with me a power couple. They started off on two very different paths. Michelle McKenna first rose to fame 14 years ago with hits like H2O, with her band Platnum, which was a garage band. And Daniel was creating his own path, working with celebrities and footballers as a stylist and a hairdresser. These guys were always meant to meet, they were always meant to fall in love, and that's simply because they have one thing in common, which is drive and ambition to succeed in life. So I'm so happy that they're in the studio with me today, because now Michelle has gone on to progress in a solo career, and Dan is on his way making kind of new waves in the world of film and acting. So welcome to the show, both of you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
No worries at all. So I've kind of explained the drill. We've done our own little ceremony with the singing bowl. This is my producer, obviously, as well as Phil, but this is a real producer. This basically will determine how our conversation flows today. So Michelle, if you can do the honours and pick out the first.
There.
Okay.
Right.
What does it say? Fame. Okay.
Oh God, that's a good one to pick, wasn't it?
Get the rubbish ones out of the way first. Yeah. So if we were talking about fame, would you say that is a blessing or a curse for you? Michelle, specifically to you.
For me, a blessing really. A blessing because, I mean, the area that I grew up in, the area that I was from, it definitely took me out of that vicinity, and I travelled the world, met loads of people. I mean, it's the best job in the world. There is downfalls to it with any job, but for me personally it's been more positive because I've met people I would never have met. I've done massive stages, I've travelled, like I say, travelled the world. I mean, we didn't get to see the areas all the time because you're literally
working.
Work. But at times when you had the day off, you could go and visit different places. So for me, I feel like it's been a blessing.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Daniel, just to like flip it on its head, because obviously you worked with celebrities to begin with. How are you now being a celebrity? What did you learn from that time to not be like?
Okay, so for me, it was, I spent 10 to 15 years travelling worldwide with the Premier League footballers, involved in all the major tournaments, World Cup, the Euros, and also I spent quite a lot of time with musicians, funny enough, bands and so on. So I got to see how they used what they actually achieved, and I saw quite a big gap in that, because for me as an entrepreneur I'm always looking for black holes, and there was loads. So through my travelling from the 10 to 15 years, I provided a service. I started in hair, and then you got to like the private jets, the hotels, the holidays, and I started meeting more and more business people, and I was having more business conversations about the back end of stuff, because the front stuff's great. And I found myself travelling a lot, but in the time of travel there was a lot of wasted time. So people think, great, Dan's going to Russia, he's being flown with the England team, but in that time that's like an 8-hour journey. You with me? And I'm a very smart guy. I need to be active, but I wasn't active because I was providing a service. So I was the go-to guy. Dan needs this.
And I've been there, because I had a concierge company. I worked with footballers and celebrities as well. What tools do you think you were armed with now as a celebrity? Because you are a celebrity now. I know I've seen all the stuff. How are you different as a celebrity because you were dealing with celebrities at the time?
So I maximised my growth from how I started to where I am now, and on the business side of it, it's enabled me to partner with some of the most well names in Britain, and I've learned from them. So I've now created a new circle which I can learn from. Whereas before I achieved everything that I needed to achieve. If that makes sense.
So what you're telling me is that you were trying to maximise your potential, because you always knew at some point you would be a celebrity.
I've always had a game plan, and
you used your time.
And during that time I was approached a lot. And because I was either on a plane, a train, a car, I had no time to go and explore those opportunities. But because I've reached the maximum height that anyone can go to in that industry, and I've done everything. So it's now enabled me moving up from London as well to Cheshire, meeting my lovely fiance.
You were just waiting then, weren't you, Michelle? What's he going to say? Has he got used to it yet?
What's he want?
It's a slower pace of life. So being a city boy and being really, really quick and always on the move, up here is quite slow.
Yeah.
So I've used that
Yeah.
to now maximise the steps that I wanted to explore in the first place. So
Great insight.
all round is great.
Michelle, please pick another good one for us.
Go.
And you're kind of like, you're being quite choosy, aren't you? You're not just going for the ones.
No,
As always,
What
she's always like that.
Picking all these, the
Yeah.
ones that actually
Go
for
on.
me.
Amazing.
Oh, as
See,
always.
it's just how the universe works
Yeah.
for us, you
It's
see.
crazy.
I'm telling you.
Music, what does music actually mean to you?
Oh God, everything, feeling, emotions. I mean, anyone. Yeah, I mean, not even just for a musician like myself. I mean, you could have a song that was a favourite of your parents, and that's a nostalgia, isn't it? You hear it and you're like, it automatically brings you back to a memory.
Yeah.
So for me, music is definitely soulful.
Does it make you feel quite powerful, the fact that you are able to control your audience's emotions?
Yes, yeah. Not, I wouldn't say powerful. It makes you happy because you're making somebody else happy. I mean, there's been times when we've done the music, and for instance, there was someone that had a terminal illness, and we got message back that they were listening to our song right to the end because it just gave them. And I was like, it does touch you. So I feel like it is powerful in the sense of you can touch people and help people with their emotions.
Yeah.
So for me, that's powerful more than
Beautiful.
yeah, it is. It's so nice. And then obviously I had my daughter, and I brought her on stage.
I know, I saw that.
So I love
Beautiful,
all
beautiful.
them kind of
That was
things.
amazing.
And you can already tell she's really into music,
Ah,
can't you?
super.
She's
With a little
She's a
hand
diva.
wave like that.
Yeah.
It's
She's
crazy.
waving at the
Oh yeah,
audience.
there's
And,
a clown you see in the audience.
oh,
and honestly,
right. Well,
yes,
we know what to do now.
Well, that's it. Just stick a clown in the
Music
front.
video. Bring a clown. Yeah, well, at least she's not
But
scared of it.
No.
Dan, just to say, what was garage ever your vibe?
Of course it is.
Well,
Listen. I'm from London. I grew up with the Gucci loafers, the slim,
You're a fan, weren't you, babe?
the fresh white shirt,
Were you
just
like
the champagne
Michelle's
life.
biggest fan from even before knowing her?
I heard the song, truthfully, and then
Here we go.
and no. It's we met at a mutual friend's birthday party, which is absolutely it is mind blowing. So
Right.
we're 5 years on from the actual day,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and music for me has actually found me my partner, and I use it for a lot of my training. I'm obsessed with training, but music really
It's great for motivation, isn't it?
it really empowers me. And I first saw her perform, and it was an absolute outrage. I was backstage, and as soon as she touched the mic, every person sang the word. That's a different experience for me because I've always been on the other side of it,
Yeah.
watching, dancing, raving.
Being the fan.
Yeah,
basically,
and then when she was singing and how she made the whole crowd feel, it erupted. All the phones are out, lights are on,
Plus,
word
you
for
get
word.
to see the normal Michelle
And
as well.
obviously,
So the normal
I get to
Michelle
see her at home in a tracksuit bottom, chilling,
So
hair
having-
right,
having a
relaxing.
bun.
Anything you want to
Yeah.
share in this moment?
Yeah.
Well, okay, this is the Michelle that I have at home.
Yeah.
And this is Michelle on stage.
Yeah.
That is it.
It's almost like having two different birds, which I don't mind. and I'm
that
being loyal,
good or
so
bad thing?
it's a great thing. It's great. So I get to see her being a fantastic mum to our princess at home, and a great partner for me. And then I get to see the business side of her. When she leaves the door, it's like she's like a superhero, really, basically.
Love it.
Oh, love that.
And then she goes to her festival.
I'd seriously
You'll
be
get a
worried,
nice
Michelle.
cooked dinner tonight, love.
I hope so. And then it's like when she goes to the festivals, and she's got like 20,000 people all going, just going bonkers.
Yeah.
It makes all the stress, because it's hard being parents and having I'm quite active with my filming, and she's very active with music.
Yeah.
So to have a 3-year-old daughter that don't sleep at night, and all the other rigmarole
Just
that come
being a
with
normal
it,
child,
Yeah.
basically.
school runs in the morning. I mean, sometimes she can get in at 5, 6 in the morning,
Yeah.
and then school runs at 7:30. So that's an hour and a half there, and then
No sleep.
straight away it's phone calls, emails,
Yeah.
press, media, and so on and so on.
Get
So
to work.
Exactly that.
it's an action-packed thing. So I actually praise all women out there that multitask, because men, yes, we can do stuff, but women are they're almost like the hub.
We are amazing.
Of the home.
are.
Like
We
she's
are.
out and there's no food at home, just straight takeaways for me. Like,
Oh,
do you know what I
terrible.
mean?
Honestly, he doesn't cook.
Yeah.
Do you, babe?
I
Go on,
don't-
You
Michelle.
try, you try.
do
Before we
try.
start getting into too deep with the
Let's
things
do.
that we shouldn't know.
God.
What's this? Unconditional love.
Okay, Michelle, this one's for you. Tell me what that feels like.
Oh,
What do you think of when you read the word unconditional love?
My daughter. Yeah, my daughter. Because obviously I was late having Nevaeh. I had her at 35, so I was definitely late on. And I was quite selfish as well because I used to call my kids, oh God, no, I'm travelling. But then when I had her, and people say, oh, you look at them and you fall in love. Not for me, it didn't happen like that, I'll be honest. It was like, oh my God, what have I done? And then, you know, further on, as you become more and more, and it settles in, you actually are mum, then you look at him going, oh wow. And then it's like, God, what did he ever do without you?
Oh.
And that feeling, and when you look at her and she'll go, Mummy, I love you. I could melt.
Your heart melts.
Oh, and then even when I'm away from her, he laughs. We'll go to a spa weekend, and I'll be laying in my bed scrolling, looking at videos of her. I've just left her.
I'm like, what are you doing? It's our break. Do you know what I mean?
And I go, I know, but look at that, she's so beautiful.
Well, it's almost that moment when you're away from it to appreciate the fact that we actually made this. You know,
Yeah.
this is quite incredible.
Yeah, and then you miss them. It's sad.
Dan,
Yes.
could you sing us a love song that kind of represents unconditional love?
There is actually one, but
He's going to say I can't sing.
I can't sing to
That's okay. This is
I
allowed.
to
I know
Okay,
which
wait.
one.
Let's
So-
play the game. You think you know what it's going to be?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Let's see if you're right.
Oh God, I forgot the name of the words now.
Wrong.
Jamie Foxx. Am I
Chris
right?
Brown, yeah.
Chris Brown and Jamie Foxx.
Okay, go on. Take it away.
You change me, baby. Settle down, settle down.
Brilliant.
That's it, yeah.
This could be a first for
Yeah.
our podcast to have a live non-singer sing.
Yeah. Oi, seriously, that was crazy,
we're
man.
doing well with first anyway.
You did
aren't we?
well.
We're doing well. You did great. That was
At least
amazing.
I know if I need a hype man on the mic, you're going there.
Honestly.
But just to let you guys know that the first is they have never done a podcast together.
No,
So
never.
once again, Thinking Deeper about growth is all about that. We're growing constantly. Michelle, please pick another word.
Disruptor.
Disruptor. So when I think about both of you, I think when I watched your kind of evolution,
Yeah.
this word for me, I feel like represents both of you because Dan, you've done quite a lot in your time from such a young age, but it's that disruptor mentality that I constantly feel when
Yeah.
I listen to you talk on other podcasts or, just through your Instagram.
Yeah.
Michelle, the same thing for you to evolve coming out of, a 3-piece band to a 2-piece band to now you on your own
Yeah.
and you've got things in the pipeline.
Yeah.
Talk to me about how now as a team you guys are wanting to disrupt the world.
Basically take it over, isn't it, babe?
Yeah,
Hey?
I mean, the growth for me has been surreal. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously been together for 5 years now, so we're 5 years ahead of when we first met. So when we first met, it was just a couple, and then obviously she's grown with me through my path. I've seen her journey, and it's quite a nice feeling because I've never really had family, so we've grown together, but we've both grown, and we've mentioned about plans and being a visionary for me is important. So I've pictured something already, and we're getting there, and we're going to surpass that. So it's nice to grow together and actually evolve.
We enjoy
From-
doing
from-
things together.
Yeah, 100%. And there's not a lot of couples.
The main thing
Yeah.
for us, because if we were going places and it wasn't like I wanted to be on my own,
Yeah.
it'd be different. But we're actually enjoying doing it together because, like you say, he's been always doing his thing. I've always been doing my thing. So it's actually nice to be able
Share
to
the
do things
moments.
together and share them moments rather than him doing his work and me doing mine.
And build, I guess.
Yeah, I've never actually done this before, building with my partner and being not so involved, but just evolving and growing and consistently learning and achieving greatness together, which is great. And obviously, she supports me and I support her. And
it's like the Queen says, you've got to be seen. Haven't you?
yeah,
Got
so
to be
it's
seen, Dan.
if she goes somewhere,
it.
it's, oh, where's Dan? And then when I go somewhere,
Yeah.
it's where's Michelle? And now we just land that, bang, we're here.
So
Yeah. We're like the
seeing a
whirlwind
brand
now.
coming out of
Yeah.
the two of you.
We've got
Yeah.
some really good things happening in the next 36 months,
Mm.
which involves some strong power couple moves.
Yeah.
Can't say too much, but it's in the fold at the
And
minute.
plus, don't want to jinx it. Don't want to say it and then it doesn't happen.
Yeah, yeah,
like spuds.
No, you'll definitely do it because if you're already
Yeah.
manifesting it, which is
Yeah.
what
Well,
I
this
believe
is
you
it.
are doing, and
Yeah.
you're visualizing it before
Yeah.
it happens.
Yeah.
Visualising for me is
Nobody
everything.
can jinx that.
Yeah.
You're untouchable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Pick one for me this time, Michelle.
Oh, sorry.
Come on.
Well, these are
I'm not
both.
actually
Yeah.
These are both.
Nevaeh.
for you.
Nevaeh.
Oh, go on.
So we obviously know that is heaven
Spelled
backwards.
backwards,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just talk to me about how you feel when you're with her.
I feel powerful, really, really powerful, because she brings out a really different side of me, and again, that's not really happened because I'm quite a strong character.
And I can see you're getting quite emotional.
yeah,
about that as well.
because when she went into labour, it was chaos. She woke up and there was blood everywhere, and we thought we lost her, and then we got rushed down the hallway. Yeah.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah, no. That's the emotion that she brings to me. But basically, we thought we lost her, and she's still here today. And yeah, she's everything.
Yeah, she is. She's our little angel.
Oh, that is amazing. We've got one last one
Yeah.
in there.
Shall I pick?
Yeah, please. Just and then we'll wrap up.
Darkest hour.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll give Dan a minute.
Yeah. Nah, because she
And I
always brings
suppose in a
an
way,
emotion.
that probably could have been your darkest hour actually.
Yeah.
So
It was,
that
yeah.
answers the
Yeah.
question
Yeah.
there.
I'm back
Yeah.
now. I'm back now.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back in the fold. Yeah.
But Michelle, obviously you're one of your your second within your
Yeah.
solo career was Darkest Hour.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to write something like that? What inspired you to be?
Honestly, I think everyone has a darkest hour, and no matter where you're at. But I had at the time a couple of friends that had committed suicide,
Yeah.
and it was and you sit and you ask yourself questions. What could get you to that point? And everybody has a darkest hour. It doesn't matter who you are. Everyone can tell you a story of their darkest moment or darkest time, and that's what that was about. And basically, the song is really about me praying to God. Because in the lyrics I'm saying, dark night, can you shower me with your love? And
Wow.
really it's kind of like a prayer, like in my darkest hour, can you please just hold me? Because it doesn't matter who's in your life. You say you're alone, we're never alone. There's always some, whoever you believe in, whether it's Allah or God, there's always someone there that you can talk to. Even if you don't want to talk to people in your family, talk to them.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You guys have been incredible. Honestly,
Aw,
thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
Thanks for having us, man.
I just love the fact that you're doing things together, that you're building your empire.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what the future brings for both of you because you deserve everything and
Oh,
more.
and you.
And thank you so much for being on my podcast. Honestly, I
Listen,
really
you
appreciate
can
it.
a
apply
pleasure.
the
It's a
podcast.
pleasure.
Honestly, you've got great energy. I wish you all the luck.
Thank you.
Honestly.
Thank you so much.